Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. Sun, Ketu together in the sign of you. This is a video. Now, Sun transit every month. So, what is special here? Special here is King is coming to on sign, but Ketu is already is there to welcome the Sun. But this month, you can say the eclipse without eclipse, but with eclipse as well. Why so complex? Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji.
Namaskar, Ram Ram, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, however anyone is watching. So, this is not that great conjunction. Sun in Leo, conjunction with Ketu. It will be starting from 17th of August 2025 till 17th of September 2025. Now, Surya Dev is called the king, right? And Ketu is very dangerous when it's with Sun. I will tell a small story, Rohitji, how the king had to fail in front of Ketu so that Ketu could be given more higher prestige. That will give us the clear story about how Sun and Ketu will react when they come together in the fifth house or in the house of Leo. It is the story is called The Day the King Bowed. In the golden court of the cosmos, the sun shone as undisputed ruler. He was giver of light, the center of all movement, the source of life itself, king of gods, mortals, and all bowed before him. But the sun carried a quiet pride in his heart. After all, was there anything he did not know? Was there any shadow that could dare stand before him? Far away in the unseen realms, beyond the stars, Ketu, the headless tail of the great serpent, wandered. Ketu had no need for a crown, no desire for a praise, no craving for glitter of life, because he had no head. He had already drunk the nectar of immortality once in his Rahu form and paid the price by losing his head to Vishnu's Sudarshan Chakra. Now, as Ketu lived, remember this is very important, guys, to understand the nature of Ketu. Ketu lived without a mouth to taste, without an eyes to judge, without an ears to flatter, only an endless pull towards moksha liberation. Luigi, the story is that when Rahu and Ketu got separated, Ketu thought when the head became separate, the body was intact. The body was there. At that moment, the heart transformed. It was a complete transformation of mana. The brain did not transform. That's why Rahu is called a very, very intelligent planet, very, very extremely cunning, very materialistic planet. But the heart changed, the mana changed, and the mana said, "Oh, what the hell happened? Why did I not get liberation? I could. This is not the way I want to live." Exactly. That is the point. Ketu became the planet of liberation. Now here, one day, the planet were called to the court of the sun to discuss the fate of an age about to begin. And that age was none other than Kali Yuga. Ketu arrived last, silent, no footsteps, no announcement. Ah, the shadow tail arrives. Tell me, what can you teach me? I am the light, the truth, the king. You are but a shadow, a remnant. Ketu did not speak. Instead, he stepped closer and stood right in front of the sun. The sunbeams tried to pierce to him, but strangely they bent, scattered, and dimmed. Now, this is very important to understand. Sun could not see through Ketu. That is exactly what happened. The sun frowned. Why can I not see through you? See through everything. Ketu whispered for the first time ever. You see the world, O Surya, but not the self beyond the world. You burn so bright that you cannot see your own core. You are trapped in the prison of your own identity. King, ruler, father of light, you shine outward. But have you dared to shine inward? The sun laughed. Inward? What could be more important than illuminating the worlds? That's what sun. This is the egoistic nature of sun. It does not mean harm. Remember this. It means that sometimes everyone in this world has little bit of challenge of intelligence. Same way, sun had an intelligence power that okay, what is inside? I am illuminating the whole world. That's exactly when Ketu's voice was like the wind in a deep cave. The worlds will end. stars will fade, the body will crumble, the crown will fall. And this is exactly as true as the Trideva. That means Brahma will create, Vishnu will preserve, and Lord Shiva will destroy everything. So the worlds have to end. Everything has an expiry date. We we are born, we die. Tell me who are immortal, except few beings like Lord Hanuman, who have the power of bhakti. And Ketu said, but the soul, the Atman, will remain. I am the severer of crowns, the remover of heads swollen with pride. Come if you dare, walk with me into the darkness and find the light that does not cast a shadow. The sun hesitated. For the first time in cosmic energy, he felt unsure. But curiosity overcame pride and he followed Ketu into the formless void. There in the abysses, without a sky to rule or subjects to command, the sun faced himself, raw, unadorned, stripped of all titles. It was painful, like burning away in his own skin. Memories of arrogance, attachments to glory, the obsession with control, all crumbled into cosmic dust. Just remember, planets like Rahu and Ketu can one day make you a king and another day make you a beggar. That is the power of these planets. And not because they are having fun, they just want to show you the mirror, like how Ketu showed Surya the mirror. And if you can see the image from the last three slides, what is happening? Now see what happens. When the sun finally emerged from Ketu's shadow, he was different. He still shone, but now with a soft humility. He realized that true power was not in ruling the worlds, but in freeing them, including himself, from the illusion of separatedness. Now, this is another very great word, separatedness, because you know what happens? Parashara in Hora Shastra describes Surya as a separative planet, someone who encourages separation. That's why Surya and his wife Sangya were separated for a very, very eternal time. So, this is exactly what the nature of Sun is. From that day on, whenever Sun and Ketu meet in a chart, they carry this sacred tension. The king is forced into Shadow's cave, the ego is burned in the fire of truth. It is not an easy journey. It can feel like losing everything, like the world is dimming. But if endured, it leads to the rarest light, the light of the soul, untouched by time. Luigi, what do you think about the story? Anything you want to give your
Uh, Actually, this is a story which I have not heard in past, but Sun and Ketu have such a relation. Yes, we everybody know that Sun and Moon has no good relation with Rahu and Ketu. But I also learned this thing that Sun is, you know, real enmity with Sun is with Rahu and Moon is with Ketu. With Ketu. So I think, do you think that this impact will shown here that less of things will happen when Sun Ketu together?
absolutely less of things? Mostly the darkness will meet light. Many people who are in a lot of illusion may come to real senses. But the problem is, Rohiji, that in this current scenario, everyone is in the material state of life. No one is in
Hmm,
the spiritual state of life. Very
that's true.
less people. Like many of our family members who watch the video, they are mostly going to the spiritual illumination of their, soul. They will
Hmm.
find great success. Those who are looking for spiritual success, very great. Those who are looking for material success, it's going to go down. That's the reality. Every time astrology cannot be positive. There is always Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. There is positive, there is okay, and there is destruction also. um, and not only this, Rohiji, when they are together here, remember, whenever Sun and Ketu, Sun and Rahu are together, it is the time of an eclipse. 7th of September, we will be having a complete lunar eclipse. That means eclipse energy will start from 17th of August. So it is a very difficult, very dangerous time that we have to, you know, go through right now. That is what exactly is happening. Okay. I will move on to the signs to give you more idea about what's happening on what areas of life are getting affected. So Sun and Ketu for Aries ascendant are in the fifth house of your children, intelligence, creative, romance, and so on. Now, here, very important because Sun and Ketu do not go very well along here, and this is also the house of speculative gains, anything to do with money from share and stock market. I feel that on an overall level, when Sun and Ketu are together, the kings fall. That means big organizations, big institutions, big share market, stock market may fall. So it is very important right now. If you're in anywhere where you are materially very much involved there, you should bring yourself out of it for a period of one and a half month, so that you do not go into very bad debts. On the other hand, the most important and the most critical thing that we have to do is related to children. This is the time that to bring your children into spiritual exploration, bring your children into, bhakti. Any religion you are does not matter, but it's the time to handhold them, to bring them into your own culture, your own ways of living. That's important. When we look at this sign, it is also called the house of Purva Punya. This is the time that, Ketu actually, even like in this Grahana, in this eclipse that is going to happen 7th of September, for which we will make a very big video about remedies because they are very important. This is it's a total lunar eclipse. It's a very difficult time. So we'll be making a video to do subscribe, otherwise you will miss it. But there is lot of things that is going to be under darkness. Your education, your romantic life. There is, what is Ketu's planet of detachment, and Sun is an egoistic being here. Because of the egoistic nature, because of the, over self-centeredness, there can be problems in romantic relationships also. Education wise also, we may find that somewhere the education that we are doing is, not illuminating the path. It is kind of going bouncing over the head. That's why Ketu is called a headless planet. So it is a time of caution for all the Aries ascendant people. Now, one more thing: those people who have done startups, those who are in any kind of new fields related to, new jobs, they have to be very careful during this time, because fifth house is also the house of beginnings. Okay, and also the house of Purva Punya. If you have lied in the past and got a job somewhere, if you have lied in the past to get something, this is the time that may come on surface, because as soon as, Ketu and Sun comes together, all the truth comes on surface. That is exactly when Atman, the soul, the significator of the soul, means the significator of the liberation. That is the time everything comes on surface, even in romance, even in, creativity, even in your work, everywhere you will see that things have come now on surface, and now they are actually directly targeting you. One thing, fifth house is also the house that is related to your, what you say, um, I mentioned it about romantic partners and all, but there is one very deep meaning about it. Many times, even in marriage, or even in, current relationships, or if you're engaged, that time things come off, that okay, you know what, this is what exactly happened in the past, because this is also the house of past. Now, amidst of all this little bit of harsh things, there is one positivity. Those who are on a spiritual journey, they will find something very positive. It's a very great time to get mantra siddhi done, especially related to, Surya Dev, especially related to, we can say, Ganesha ji, especially related to any of your ishta. If your ishta dev is what, you should be chanting their name as much as possible, because they are the one who will come here to save you. And spiritually, those who are doing mantra chanting, those who are doing regular, malas and regular worship, very beautiful time for them. Even in this darkness, they will see light. That is how beautiful this period is. But those people who are going through Sun Mahadasha or Ketu Mahadasha, absolutely important time for you guys to do some remedies around it. Otherwise, it is a difficult time. Generally, AC Astro does not have any such negative videos, but this is not negative. This is mostly just informative, that this is the kind of thing that is happening, right? Like how life happens in this on this earth, death also happens. So you cannot say death negative. It is a part of life, to die, to get reborn. Same way, this is also part of the cosmos. All the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and those who are watching the video for the first time, to subscribe. Taurus ascendant Rohit ji. Now, Sun and Ketu will conjunct into the fourth house. In the beginning of the video, we have done a very beautiful and very important story. If you know that story, then you know exactly what is going to happen to you. Fourth house is the house that rules your mother, your home, your property. And Sun and Ketu conjunction means darkness. And darkness is supposed to be happening with Moon also. See, Sun and Ketu are not enemies, but the nature of Ketu is to give or put forward a mirror in front of you to show you who you really are. And this is the time that when Sun and Ketu are conjunct in the fourth house, your number one, like first thing that is supposed to be happening is related to your mother. This is the fourth house that actually rules your, mother. And on top of that, Sun is aspecting the 10th house, which is where Rahu is sitting. So even father. So both mother and father, we will see that some kind of challenges can arise in their life also. Majority of the people who drive vehicles, who drive, bikes and whatnot, have to be absolutely careful during this time, because Sun and Ketu can play with your mind and your soul. You're not in your senses. In fact, Moon coming here on 7th of September and getting into what you say a complete lunar eclipse means that your mind is also not. So your mind, your soul, your your conscious is not in your control during this whole month. And Rohiji, it's not the end, because when we go to 21st of September, it is going to be a what do you say, partial solar eclipse also, because Sun will be moving away, but it will be not so away from Ketu's. The distance of Sun and Ketu will be not that great. That's why partial solar eclipse will happen when Moon will be into that angle of the Rahu side. So Rohiji, it's important time from 17th of August till 22nd of September is a very crucial time for all the people who are going through Sun Mahadasha, Ketu Mahadasha, Rahu Mahadasha, Moon Mahadasha, or Antardashas of these planets. Fourth house is the house related to your heart, your chest. Those who are heart patients, those who have any problem related to blood pressure, cholesterol, those who are struggling with medicines, or those who are not taking any precaution related to eating habits, they will also feel lot of challenges during this time. Basic education, that means those who are very small children, those who are below the age of 11, they will also see that basic education wise they will feel a little bit of challenges here. Now, the most important thing, like how the nature of Rahu is to put illusion, even Ketu has to put illusion, because they are one and the same. They are one and the same. And Kujavat Ketu, we can say that Ketu and Mars are same. So here you can see the energy of Mars is also there. This is the fourth house of your vehicles. Very importantly, we should be very careful about driving of vehicles, because there can be sudden accidents during this time as well. Your inner peace can be disturbed, your emotional security can be disturbed. So it is a very, very critical time for all the people who are going through these Mahadashas. On a very beautiful side, those who are waiting for Hriday Parivartana, that means a change of their heart from going towards this material cycle to a spiritual cycle, you will see that absolutely both every planet here will support. Ketu and Sun is not a great combination for material gains. It is a great combination for spiritual gains. In fact, Ketu and Rahu, if they are together in your chart, it is called Pitra Dosha. That means there is some curse of the ancestors here. That's why you got this kind of a placement. So this is a very important time, even for all the people who have such placements, to do Pitra Sadhana or Pitra Puja or Pitra Shanti. Okay, I know it is a difficult time. We are not here to scare you, but we are here to give you an idea about how this time is, so that you can generally take precautions. Whatever is supposed to happen will happen. No one can do anything about it. But what we can do is that if there is too much rain, we can take an umbrella out so that we do not get wet. Exactly, that is the reason this video is there. And in the beginning, do watch that. You will get more and more and more idea. Now, one more important thing is that those people who are waiting for inheritance or fighting about inheritance, this is a very critical time for them. In fact, those who are even in buying or selling of a property, you will see that critical time that you can get into some legal troubles as well. So absolutely careful. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. And those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. See you on the other side if you need any guidance. Thank you. Gemini ascendant people, Rohitji. Now, Sun and Ketu are in the third house, especially this is the house of courage. My God. Now, Ketu is the planet of, taking action, and it is the, what is the, it is the soldier in the God's army who is in attack. That is what Ketu is. That's why, Ketu has the sword in his hand, always ready to attack. And Sun is the king. In the beginning of the video, if you must have seen the story, how King bowed down in front of Ketu. Just just think about it. If we see Sun, whenever, whoever, it goes to Jupiter, Sat, anywhere, it get combust the planets. But why? What happens with Ketu and Rahu? Sun gets dark. Sun gets combust in a way because they are more powerful. These elements, Rahu and Ketu, are extremely powerful. And because they are malefics, they have that malefic approach. That does not mean there is no spiritual side of them. There's a very big and very deep spiritual side of them. That is what I have tried to explain in the story in the beginning. Once you listen to that, you will understand that yes, man, this is the time to take action in a different way, not in the regular pattern of material. No, it's a different, it's a spiritual angle during this time. Now, third house is the house, the Pakka house, the main house of communication. And when Sun and Ketu are together here, your communication can get into darkness. Also, 7th of September is when we will see a complete lunar eclipse. That means your second house lord is also getting into complete darkness. That means there can be problem of wealth also. Now, in many cases, sorry, not trying to scare you, but it is the truth. Ketu and Sun means falling of kingdoms. Parashara writes, I am not telling it. Parashara says that whenever Ketu and Sun are together or they come in conjunction or you're going through Ketu and Sun period, it is called fall of empires. Big companies shut down, big people have problems and so many things. Now here, this is the time it is happening in the third house of your communication. So communication shutdown is most important during this time. I would suggest that during this time, try to be as kind and as humble as you can. Do not show ego. Otherwise, it will work in against you. You will see that those people who are in any writing, any artistic, any talents, they will have a little bit of fog in their mind. They will not be able to come to a very creative conclusion. More and more efforts will have. Effort wise, there is no problem because see, Sun also is a very aggressive planet. Ketu also is aggressive, and effort is no problem. But putting effort in the right spiritual, ethical side is what is required for all the Gemini ascendant people. This is also the time that your younger siblings have to be absolutely careful in terms of their health, driving, in terms of their, in terms of their jobs. Bhavat bhavam is the concept, house from the house, from where we can see that which, what, where, how things are happening. And this is the time that you have to be absolutely careful. I suggest those people, see, Ketu and Sun also means spiritual exploration. So those who have a wish, those who are putting effort towards spiritual exploration, towards learning, towards higher learning, towards skill development, they will see such a positive time that you can't even imagine. But those who are trying to only figure out material things, then they will have the kingdom will fall. Exactly, this is what our Rishi Munis, our researchers, our scientists of the past said about this combination. Sun and Ketu also may affect some short distance travel, and in that also there can be some disturbances. You have to put more effort, or you have to get into some long waiting at some point of time in travel during this period. So please plan everything with back of the mind that there can be some delays, so we have to be prepared. Neighbors, close friends, those who have been trying, you have been trying to manipulate them, or they have been trying to manipulate them, things will come on surface. Because what is Ketu and Sun? Ketu and Sun means the mirror will come in the front. Automatically all the hidden things will come on surface, and this is a very important house related to hidden things, hidden communication, hidden spoken things that you think that people are not knowing are behind the back, like we talk, right? Because this is the eighth from the eighth, this house. So hidden things may come directly on surface, and everything will be open, communicated. Those people who have lied to get a job, those people who done in manipulation, their salary slips, this, that, everything will come on surface. This is that kind of a period. So I am telling very careful not to do any kind of unethical activities. All the best, guys. Those who, lot of remedies are also required. I will be, if time allows, so busy, I will be trying to make remedy videos for this. But those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe, and there's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. So for that also, we will see you on the other side. Cancer ascendant, Rohitji. Now here, the second house of wealth is where the eclipse is going to take place, as well as Sun and Ketu conjunction will happen. Parashara says Sun and Ketu together means fall of kingdom. So here this means that we have to be very careful. It can be related to a little bit of monetary loss, or sometimes this is also the house of earth. Earth means money, right? All this, like, you know what you say, material gains, bank balance. I have this much balance. I have this status. I have this uh, possessions. Those who have egoistic approach about it, you will see kingdoms falling. You will see that everything is going away in front of your eyes. You will not be able to stop it. Especially those who are going through Sun Mahadasha, those who are going through Ketu Mahadasha. It's an absolute important time that you come into your senses, that we don't want to be only materially, invoked. We want to be very carefully invoked in terms of your, we can say, spirituality also. And spirituality does not mean you take a mala and say Ram Ram. That is not spirituality. Spirituality means actually putting good values out there so that other people can also benefit from your actions. This is the house of family, your wealth, your speech, your food habits. Ketu and Sun can create lot of heat problems in your body. So eat food that are not going to give you a lot of heat. Alcohol and heat related items should be avoided during this time, like eating lot of hot, or what you say, the the fruits that have hot temperament, like mango. Example I'm giving, mango is a very hot fruit. If you eat too much mangoes, you get acne all your body. That kind of fruits, that kind of vegetables should be avoided during papaya, should be avoided during this time. This is also the house of your face and the right eye. Many people will feel problems in their right eye because eclipse is also going to happen here on 7th of September, when your Lagna dot is completely going into darkness. See, this is a period which comes in everyone's life when something, when we are not on the right path. Those people who are on the right path don't need to worry at all. Why we have to worry? We are on the right path, we are spiritual, we are doing good deeds, we are earning everything ethically. There is no problem. But everyone who's earning something unethically, everyone who's having some kind of motive behind their, a wealth, like wealth has created, but motive is there wrong, in bad things wealth has come, they will see their kingdoms falling down. And if you're going through Ketu Mahadasha or Sun Mahadasha, if you're going through these or Moon Mahadasha, then this is a very, very critical time for you guys, and you have to be extremely careful. And this also applies to the Antardasha of Ketu, Sun, and Moon. If you're going through those things, extremely, extremely, extremely careful. This time from 17th of August till 21st of September is a very critical time. Not because 17th Sun will move away, but it will still be close to Ketu, and there will be a partial solar eclipse also on 21st of September. So this September, August month has begun, like 17th will begin the eclipse energy. All things can go wrong. Also the house of moral values, also the house of possessions. Those who have done possessions by cheating, those who have done possession and going through a case and all, here you will see that things are also not working in your favor. So absolutely important time not to do big investments, not to do anything that has to do with false possessions or unethical act, because Ketu and Sun also means that the light in that pure darkness, and the light is not given by Sun here, the light is given by Ketu. That means all the hidden things are going to come on surface. That is how it works here. Another thing is that those who want to take the best benefit of this time has to speak good, speak positive. We cannot say Ram Ram and then later, 10 minutes later, we say that this family member is like this, that person is like this is bad, that is bad. Everything gone into dirt. You're real, you have to speak not from your mouth, from your heart. This is that time. And also because this is the house of speech, chanting the name, the holy name of whatever god you believe in, it's very important. I would suggest for Cancer ascendant people, you should be worshipping towards Lord Murugan, Lord Kartikya. Do as much as Kartikya sadhana. This is a very important time. He will be come to your rescue. In the beginning of the video, I've done the story about Ketu and Sun, that how Sun in its own kingdom, like right, exactly this story was when Ketu came to the house of Sun, and Sun, you know, Sun in his own kingdom got parajay. Parajay means he lost, and he had to bow down in front of Ketu. So your ego will bow down. This is what it means. All the best, guys. Have a great time. Spiritually, very, very extreme time. Materially, not a good time. All the best. And those who want to take personal appointments, the link is in the description, 4034931188. And do subscribe. Leo Ascendant, Roichi. Now, Sun and Ketu are getting conjunct in the Lagna, the first house. And this is the house that rules every aspect of your life: yourself, your body, your soul, your health, your vitality, longevity, wealth, actions, everything. The identity is under threat when Sun and Ketu are together. Your egoistic approach, your unethical behavior, your unethical actions can be coming into the play. If it was not Ketu and Sun together, then Sun would have given such beautiful results in this sign. But now here, because Ketu is there, the results will be harsh. And the result is harsh because the current whole world is going towards a materialistic approach. We all need iPhone, we all needs money, we all need, and this is not bad. But now what has happened, we need it more than what we require. Viji, the problem is not everyone wants to earn. I am also doing consultation not for free. I am taking money for it. But what has happened is that in this whole world, everyone wants to earn more. They want more luxury, more happiness, more this. They have a car which is running very nice, but they want to sell it and get another one which is more powerful, more nice, more. That is what has happened. Which is for this time, for this thing, Sun and Ketu combination is not that great. It is a time that your character, your fame or your self identity can come into this grahana, that means come into an eclipse. In fact, the 12th house lord of losses is also coming into complete darkness. That means even your subconscious mind is not going to help you during this time. You are going to be absolutely under the power of Ketu and Ketu itself. By chance, if you're going through Ketu Mahadasha, Sun Mahadasha, Moon Mahadasha, then this is an extremely important time that big transformations are supposed to happen. And this transformation will bring challenges, because the problem is that our expectations are always material gains, gains, gain. But challenges means that if we have lied in the past, if we have done any kind of wrong representation of anything, that okay, like taking a job, we do wrong certificates, we do wrong courses, we do wrong what you say, we do any kind of wrong references. This is the time that everything will come on surface, that okay, say come on, I will show you here. Because this is the time that the Sun also finds the light. Sun thought I am the light in myself, but no. In the beginning of the video, I've done a story where Sun in his own kingdom bows down in front of Ketu, saying that listen man, Ketu says, listen, you are the king, you are whatever it is, everything has an end. But the soul does not have an end. You have to come to purity. Once the soul becomes pure, you are liberated. That is what exactly happens here. In this scenario, the soul is supposed to become pure. For that, sometimes it is a rough way for it to happen. So I would suggest it's an important time to leave your ego aside. If you have done any kind of wrong things, ask for forgiveness and be spiritually. What a beautiful time for you to actually come into a spiritual side of life. Spiritually evolve yourself. Try to be, in the more sense of giving than receiving. Even Sudhama, people say, oh, how can I give? I don't have anything. Sudhama, when he went to meet Lord Krishna, he had nothing. He had just a bag of small rice that could not even cook a one meal for half a person, also not even one person. But he had the courage, he had the motive to give it. Even that small thing that he had, one handful of rice, that is the exactly kind of, you know, kind of bhavna, or we can say kind of motive we should have for everyone in this life. Once we have that, then these planets and all are very, they cannot do anything to you. Then these planets are just planets in the sky. Then your soul is evolved. How can a planet affect a evolved soul? Never ever it can. It will always affect a soul that is not evolved, who is always doing wrong, who is always searching wrong. So important time, do a lot of sadhana, do a lot of spiritual activities, do a lot of mantra chanting, do a lot of Aditya Hriday Stotram, worship Lord Ganesha and worship Lord Shiva if you want to, bypass this kind of a period. So all the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. If you want any guidance, you are welcome. Thank you. Virgo ascendant Rohitji. Now here, if you see Sun and Ketu are in Leo in the 12th house. Now this 12th house are house of losses, expenses, foreign lands, Rohitji, bed pleasures, sleep, hospital, prison, so many negative things we have spoken about. But what can we do? 12th house, 8th house and 6th house are difficult places. And Ketu is a very, very extreme planet. Sun, it's the own sign. Sun will try to save this house, but Ketu and Sun together, even Sun has to bow down. What about Sun? Even Moon has to bow down, who is the 11th house lord, will come to the 12th house on 7th of September and get in an eclipse. Complete total lunar eclipse is happening here. Lot of big things, big challenges can come for Virgo ascendant people during this time. Losses can increase, expenses can increase. Suddenly, those who have done any crime or are waiting for any kind of judgment, it can get against you guys. Very important. Whenever such kind of things are happening, we have to go and hold the hand, hold the feet of Ma Baglamukhi. If that is the case, then you need to do remedies. Otherwise, there is going to be big problems. Suddenly, prisons, hospitals are going to be seen. And it is the nature of these planets. It is not something for you only. It is the nature of these planets. Ketu is the nature of isolation. And 12th house is the house of isolation. It can, and because Sun is the king as well as government, so some problems for the government can come for Virgo ascendant people, either in taxation, either in some kind of something. Even as simple as you said, oh, I had one beer and I'm just driving. Suddenly you'll get caught and you'll say, okay, you are DUI. That kind of things also can happen here. Now, 12th house is a very important house when it comes to foreign travel, foreign kind of visas and stuff like that. If you have applied for any visa, stuff like that, remedies are required. Otherwise, your visas may also get refused. And, some people who are applying for their PR, citizenships, and green cards and whatnot can also face some challenges or maybe denial also possible here. Now, sometimes one thing that happens here is that is very, very good about this time. It is a time that many hidden things come on surface. That means some kind of weaknesses that you have, some kind of problems that you have that have happened to you, some kind of problems that other people are creating for you may come on surface to understand, okay, this is the person responsible for all this. That is what happens here. Also, 12th house is the house that rules your left eye problem, and because of both the luminaries which rules the left and the right eye are coming here, there can be possibility of little bit of eye trouble, so eye fatigue. Very importantly, don't get into social media this that too much. It can play with your brain. Isolation can be happening because Moon is the 11th house lord. Social isolation can be happening here because 7th of September a complete lunar eclipse is also happening. These eclipses and all are a time of transformation. Now this is for the people who are always in their material senses, that is, these are the problems that is happening for them. But those who are in spiritual life, those who are in spiritual exploration, those who are doing good deeds, those who are doing always very, very positive things, you will see what a beautiful time of your soul to reflect and see the mirror. This is a time, this is the placement of enlightenment, this is the placement of moksha, this is the placement of liberation. Ketu with Sun, 12th house lord in the 12th house is moksha. So this is the time that many people may find that true light in front of them. If you are on the path of spiritual exploration, you will find your purpose. What simple is means. You will find teachers in seclusion somewhere, someone coming from such hidden area and guiding you or teaching you something that will change your life completely. So there are two extremes during this time. Extreme losses for materialistic people, extreme gains for spiritual people. That is what you will see. Your sleep pattern may get disturbed. So the best time for you guys to, in this, when you're sleeping and not happening, you're on the phone, you're addicted, this, that, whatnot, keep it on the side. Close your, put your hands into dhyana mudra and put it on your lap and just be silent. Just try to feel the universe energy around you. You will see that very nicely, very calmly, you will go to sleep. In the beginning of the video, I have done a very important story about Ketu coming to the house, coming to the kingdom of sun, and putting him into complete darkness to show him that the light that is illuminating outside is not the real light. The light that is illuminating inside is the light. And sun also has had to find it the hard way by leaving his kingdom, going into darkness, going into miserable places. That is how sun found out. That is exactly what is going to happen to us. So careful about this time. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. Those who want to have any guidances, they can call, they can WhatsApp, and we can talk about it in a very, very powerful manner. All the best, and do subscribe. Libra ascendant people. So now for the Libra ascendant people, Rohitji, this is happening in the 11th house. The Sun and Ketu conjunction. And if you see the overall time, Rohitji, Ketu stays in a house for almost 1.5 years, 18 months. So overall, 18 years later is this combination that is happening. So it's a very, very, 18 years ago, go into your life and see what happened during that time. What was the Mahadasha? What was the Antardasha? And now what is the Mahadasha? What is the Antardasha? You will see and you will come to a point that, okay, this is exactly what is happening. Now, when we look at this Ketu and Sun here, those who are going through Mahadasha of Ketu, Sun, those who are going through Mahadasha of Moon can get affected the most. But otherwise, those who are going through Antardasha or Patyantardasha or Sukshma Dasha or Prana Dasha, that means the 5 layer of Dashas, wherever Sun and Ketu or Moon will come, you will get the problem. And why Moon? Because it is the time that the 10th house Lord is going into an eclipse. It is going to be the 10th house Lord, 7th of September, into a total lunar eclipse. 11th house is the house of your wishes, your hopes, your gains, your income, your desires, your fulfillment, your so many great things. But an eclipse is happening, and this is the most material house I will see, even more than the second house. Second house is the house of accumulation. This is the house of material gains. 11th house. Now, this is where we will see problem. The problem mostly in the area of detachment from friends. Sometimes those people who have very big companies, those people who have done some unethical work in the past, may also come into the radar of the government. There can be possibility that your desires, your fulfillment, your hopes, your wishes may just get shattered during this time because they were not having a good motive. If you're having good motive, then there is these planets are nothing. Then if you have very good motive, if you are very spiritual, if you are very powerful from your heart, you're doing good deeds, then the planets don't affect you at all. Planets creating challenges are for people who are dushta, or we can say who are papi, or who can say who are sinners. Otherwise, if you're doing good, then skip the video. You don't need to. You're doing good, nothing will happen to you. But here, those people who have ego, those people who have, what you say, um, what you say, um, that motive towards defaming other people, that motive towards create your own influence and put other people down. For such people, this is a very, very difficult time. It is the house that is related to your large network. So sometimes, sorry to say, Libra ascendant are the favorite ones of mine, but this is what it is. It is what it is. If you're going through Sun and Ketu period or Ketu and Sun period, there can be defamation coming to you. There can be some big defamations coming to you. There can be some big government problems coming to you. Your elder brothers and sisters, your elder siblings may come into some kind of a difficult situation as well, because this house indicates elder siblings and their well-being as well. Those who are influential contacts, influential contracts may get affected. Very long term contracts that are working, can suddenly get cancelled. These are the kind of things that is happening, and this also very bad. I'm not trying to scare you, or it is what it is. The AC Astro is the most positive astrology channel, but whenever these kind of negative things happen, we cannot ignore it as well, because we want to be more cautious, especially because of the eclipse. And 10th house lord is getting eclipse because of your social circle, because of your social media, because of some stupidity in your communication. You can also lose your job, or your business opportunities, or business contracts. This is not a great time. Not a great time for any material gains. A great time for spiritual gain. There are two extremes here. One extreme is no material gains, extremely, and extremely positive for spiritual gains. Now, those who are working in group settings, those who are doing sadhana in groups, those who are in satsangs, those who are doing any kind of field related to, those who are in any kind of field related to, what we say, um, any field related to yoga, meditation on a large scale, they will see what is the beauty of the Sun and Ketu conjunction. But those people who are eyeing big contracts, big money, big this, or big, they're trying to cheat someone and get somewhere bigger. This is not a very great time for you guys. Ruji, one very fascinating thing which I came across. If you see those people who are preachers, okay, let's start with the Pope. Let's start with Osho. Let's start with this Premanandji Maharaj. Let's start with, what you call, Girdhariji Maharaj. Let's start with all the people who are doing pravachans. Dhirendra Shastri. Then that curly hair guy, he's very funny, very nice Baba. I don't remember his name. If you see every one of them, even in preaching, one is going in a Rolls Royce, one is going in a private jet, that the Pope is going in a private jet, one in a Rolls Royce, one is in a Audi. Like Premanandji Maharaj, I saw he's in an Audi right now. There is this what you say, Dhirendra Shastri in a Range Rover. Can you see the power of Ketu? Ketu says, as soon as you will start doing spiritual activities, even in a wrong sense also, like many people may be doing in right sense, wrong sense, God knows, but they are doing spiritual sadhana, and they will start gaining a lot of wealth, because there are three nakshatras that are ruled by Ketu: Magha nakshatra, Mula nakshatra, Ashwini nakshatra. The nakshatra of Magha means the royal throne. That means Ketu decides royal throne or no. Sun does not decide, Sun sits on it. Ketu decides royal throne or no. Mula Nakshatra, says that, do I want to destroy him or no? All the billionaires chart, pick up Bill Gates chart, pick up Donald Trump's chart, pick up Elon Musk chart. Everyone has Magha Nakshatra, Mula Nakshatra, Ashwini Nakshatra active. Otherwise, they will not be able to get billionaires. So Ketu is the planet that gives you very lot, but the condition is only one thing, that is spiritual exploration, helping other people, trying to put your soul's purpose of helping other people first rather than helping yourself. This is the time that you don't have any food to eat. J.K. Rowling, the the person who wrote a lot of big books, she said, I think it is her story only, if I'm not wrong. She said she was having the last $200, and that also she donated. After that, she got the call for the book, and she became billionaire. So just imagine the power of Ketu. Ketu says, give away everything. I will give you everything in return. With that can't be compared to anything else. That's what it told Sun also. Sun, in the beginning of the video, there's a story which Ketu goes to the Sun. You have to listen to that story. I will not repeat here, but you will see that that is the power of Ketu. In this time, if you become giving to your social circles, to your, to your elder siblings, to all people around you, you leave your, what you say, cunningness down. Ketu and Sun also means falling of empires. So big stock markets, this, that, everything is going to fall during this time. You will see everything is in front of you only, guys. And with the kind of tariffs and whatnot is being put in the world, this is a absolute possibility also. It is not done anything without any planetary movement. Everything is planetary movement. Even our brain getting insane is planetary movements. That's why Luna is what? Moon. And lunatic is someone who's got crazy. All depends on planets. So very, very careful during this time. Lot of remedies are required for that. Your personal chart is more important for that. There's a WhatsApp link in the description. But extremely careful. And I love you guys. That's why I'm telling you the most. Like, for every ascendant, I've talked only 3 minutes, and for you, I've spoken 7 minutes, 8 minutes, because I love you guys so much. Because you are the most powerful and most ethical, most nice person in the world, and I want you to be safe. All the best. Be careful about your ankles, because there can be possibility that suddenly something can hurt there and it can create some problems. All the best. Thank you. Scorpio ascendant Rohit. Now, Sun and Ketu are both in the 10th house. Now, Ketu is already here. That means in the workplace, Scorpio ascendant people may be feeling a little bit of challenge. And now, this is the time that something major can happen. Sun and Ketu means fall of kingdoms. I don't say it, Parashara says it in Hora Shastra. Sun and Ketu is fall of kingdom. Ketu comes and says, the king, that what are you illuminating on? You're saying that you have a lot of light. What is inside? Come, I will show you. You have not done good for your people around you. Same way, those people who are in, especially this is the career area where you can get affected. Authority figures can create challenges in your life. In fact, if you are in authority, you may also come into challenge. Lot of layoffs, lot of job losses are also seen. Sorry for using all these words. AC Astro is always positive, but this combination can create such kind of problems. Those who are in illusion that without me the company cannot run, for such people this is the time that they will find out that the company is still running without them. Those who are only worried about their public image, their ambition, their recognition, their reputation, and not doing ethical work, not putting spiritual angle in the work. Does not mean spiritual, does not mean that you want to say Ram Ram and do the work. No, that is stupidity. Spiritual angle means trying to be humble, trying to be empathetic, trying to be taking care of your, subordinates. Such people will have lot of challenges. This is also the house that is ruled by king, government, so there can be some government related problems also. Now, sorry for saying all this, but this is what it is. If you're going through Sun Mahadasha and Ketu Mahadasha, then this is lethal for you. And in terms of Moon Mahadasha, then your Kismat, your Bhagya will not be able to help you as well, because the Bhagya Lord is also going into complete darkness on 7th of September, that is into a lunar eclipse, total lunar eclipse. So, not a very great time for Scorpio ascendant people. This is the time that if any unethical way, so Ketu and Sun is like showing the mirror to you. If you have done any kind of cheating, like doing some kind of fake certificates to get a job, or getting fake work experience, or doing some kind of what do you say, not doing a work properly, trying to run away from things, or taking other people's credits, this is the time that Ketu will show you the real face, that okay, come here, I will show you what exactly this combination means. Now, this is an extreme for people who are like this, but see, I am also sometimes unethical in some cases. And sometimes my assistant says, "Sir, this person is in need." I say, "Don't. I don't want to talk to them." I'm also unethical because after it is human nature to sometimes be into such state. But bharna to yahi padega. We all have to give all the balances here only. There is nowhere else, or you have to come back again and give those balances. So right now, whatever you are receiving is the destruction of your punya. That means all of the good deeds. God says, okay, he's done one good deed, he's done one bad now, okay, ignore, let him give him this. Again, bad deed, okay, let him give him this. He has done one good deed here. That is what happens. So very important. Now, for people who are really very, very awesome, very hardworking, very ethical, very supportive to their juniors, not cunning at all, you will see such a prosperous time that there will be recognition, there will be authority that comes to you, fame that comes to you. Those who are looking for a job for a very long time and they have been very, very good in the job, but because of politics they were out, they will see a new light here. They will see that their soul is getting touched by such beautiful act of Ketu and Sun. So depending on the nature of the karmas is what the results, immediate results. Transits are what? Transits are the last layer of your Mahadasha. Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, Sukshma Prana, and then comes transit. That okay, this is where you see the power happening. If Sun and Ketu are in action right now, you will see whatever I have said. And Sun is in its own sign, and just imagine Ketu is powerful. I told this story in the beginning. There is a story in the beginning. If you want to watch, you should watch, because that will give you a clear idea about what this Sun and Ketu means. Sun has to bow down in front of Ketu. So who are we? Ketu सबको छोड़ता नहीं है किसी को. वो he will say, okay, come man, I will show you the right mirror. So somehow, very careful in the work area. Lot of remedies needs to be done. Lot of, sometimes that is how it works, right? Your father is angry and he says, you're not studying, you're not studying. So what do? You fatafat study, you study. You write something and you go to your father and say, see father, I did this. This is the remedy. That is the remedy. To show at least that there is a motive, that you want to do something, you want to please them. So for that, you have to see how you want to do according to your Mahadashantasya personal chart. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius ascendant, ninth house, in the house of destiny. The Lord of Destiny is getting completely crushed by Ketu's presence there. And this time, it is a very, very critical time for Sagittarius ascendant people, especially related to, your father, health of father, the nirdesha, or we can say the teachings of Guru, religion, higher knowledge, fortune, ethics, philosophy, foreign travel, law. Those who are in any kind of court cases, and if you are not ethical here, you will lose during this time. If there is any date coming, if there is any coming, you are going to prison also. If you are unethical, huh? If you are ethical, then no problem. If you're unethical, if you have done or trying to, harass other people, then you are going to jail. This is the kind of placement of jail also, because third house Rahu na is in aspected by Sun. So it is the position of jail. And Ketu, Kujavat Ketu. That means Mars and Ketu are same, and Mars is the 12th house lord here. That means your destiny will take you to such kind of isolated places. Travel wise, higher education wise, those who are in higher education related to philosophy, related to psychology, related to political science, related to law, they will see very, very positive time during this period. Those who are in learning all rubbish, they will see. Those who are learning all types, that how do they defame other people, how do they try to show that they are more powerful, ego, they will go into a lot of challenges. Also, this is the house related to father. So health of father needs to be taken into utmost consideration. There can be certain challenges that your father may develop, and these can be challenges related to their, especially because the third house aspect of sun is coming, related to their neck, related to their chest, related to their back pains, stuff like that can come. Those are going to sun and Ketu Mahadasha, or Ketu and Sun Mahadasha, even Moon Mahadasha, in any case, may get more intense results of this conjunction. Because, in the beginning of the video, I've done a story about Ketu and Sun. If you know that story, if you understand that story, then you will get into more important lesson from this, that okay, yes, this is what exactly is happening. Why Sun, Surya, in his own kingdom, had to bow down in front of Ketu and say that, okay, I lose, you show me the right mirror. Everyone should agree to this. See, we all know that we are only illuminated from the outside. From the inside, we do have, including me, including Rohiji, everyone has that problem of ego, of that, cunningness, sometimes wrong, unethical behavior, that, okay, you know what, I'm going to a government office and there is so much line, give him 200 rupees and go in the front. Yeah, many people in the foreign countries also, if the cop catches, we want to hide everything, that, okay, I don't have this, I don't have that, I hide and manipulate. No one is there for the truth. Very, like, out of us, 2% of people who are watching, maybe 2% out of all, maybe the person who may be into that kind of a very, very innocent, pious attitude. For them, this is Jannat. They don't, for really those people who have understood their soul and the purpose of the soul, and those who are ethical, do not need to look at astrology at all, because it does not affect them. their life is continuing the way it is. They, even if hardship comes to them, they will be into the name of God, always say that God, whatever you're doing, it is your wish. There is nothing that I can control in this world. And this is that placement. If you are in anything that is doing very good in spirituality, very good in your education, your philosophy is very nice, your ethics is very nice, then you don't need to worry about it. This is a time that will give you more and more and more. I told that there are three places here: the first house, fifth house, and ninth house, where there is Magha Nakshatra, Mula Nakshatra, and Ashwini Nakshatra. Here is where Ketu's Nakshatra can give you extremely powerful positions in life. Magha is also called the royal throne. Ketu decides the royal throne. Sun is the royal king, but who sits on that throne is decided by Ketu. The billionaires that have Magha Nakshatra, Mula Nakshatra, Ashwini Nakshatra, especially Magha and Mula Nakshatra, it is decided that okay, this is where they will sit, this is where they will be and Ketu decides that. The planet of liberation, the planet of isolation, decides who will be the king. Just imagine. And Parashara writes that Kujavat Ketu, that means Ketu and Mars are same, and Ketu and Sun together means fall of kingdom, because Ketu comes and judges here that either this person should fall or either person should rise. So very careful when it comes to job, when it comes to businesses. There can be challenges in those areas as well if we are doing anything unethical, or any challenges, or trying to do one job we have but we are doing two jobs together. By hiding it, it will all come on surface. Your destiny is not going to support you during this time. Everything is supposed to be getting revealed. Do listen to the story in the beginning, because that will give you great idea. And very good time, very very great time for spiritual exploration. Those who are going through pilgrimages, those who are going for any kind of going to a river to take a dip down there, such a beautiful time. For doing any homam, like any kind of puja, any kind of things, those who cannot do homam can connect with me, because our Rohitji and my sister Sushma Didi is now taking up the responsibility of doing homums for you. So she will do it personally. She will go and she will get it done for you. Those who cannot do, those who are in very different places, and those who do not have access to it, you can contact us and we can get it done for you guys. All the best. Take care. And it is a difficult time. My good wishes as well as blessings of God and prayers from my gurus, from my karmas are also there for you. Let's hope for the best. There's a WhatsApp link in the description also for personal appointments. Those who want to take guidance on their birth chart and kind of Mahadasha they are going, they should also get in touch. Thank you. Capricorn ascendant people. Now here, Sun and Ketu are getting conjunct. Sun is in the own house in the 8th house. Not a very good placement of Sun here. And obviously it is Saturn's chart. Saturn has given 8th house to the Sun, of sudden ups and downs, occult sciences, of sometimes fear, sometimes phobias, challenges, longevity, death, inheritance, occult, mysticism, transformation, accidents, hidden things, chronic diseases, joint assets, obstacles, in-laws, especially the spouse's family. Okay, very important, like the immediate family of the mother and father of spouse, their hires, their secret relationships. Now when Sun and Ketu are conjunct, I think in the beginning of the video, I think you must have seen the story here of Sun, when Ketu enters into the Sun's kingdom and brings his kingdom down and brings Sun into his feet. Parashara says Ketu plus Sun is equal to falling of kingdom. Bhrigu Rishi also says the same thing only, that Ketu and Sun is equal to falling of kingdoms. And here, this is the 8th house. Those who are in anything that is related to hidden things, like hidden enmities, doing some court cases for inheritance, which is not actually yours, but you have just troubled some other person. Those who are putting obstacles in other people's life, those who are creating challenges for other people in life, like hidden way mein, like in a hidden sense, you will see lot of challenge, lot of problems here. Lot means lot, and lot of problems here. Those who are struggling with lot of health problems, and especially very important, now this is an important research which I did, those who are smoking will also get critical illnesses during this time, or chronic diseases which will not be able to solve. And if you're going through Ketu and Sun Mahadasha, this is the time of finding out that disease. Those who are smoking, especially smokers, and you know what critical illness happens when you smoke. And if you're going through Sun and Ketu period, or in Antardasha Sun and Ketu is coming, then something like that is coming here, inside. Very careful. Longevity can be compromised during this time. Sometimes near death experiences happen, accidents is very, very keen to happen, because this is a time your mind is not in your senses. Your seventh house lord, the Maraka, will also be in the 8,000 afflicted. The seventh house lord, who's a Maraka, gets to the 8,000 on 7th of September. It gets into a eclipse, into a lunar eclipse. What we need to do during this time, very extremely careful. See, AC Astro, whenever you look at the videos, we are always positive, positive, wonderful, good, good. But this is not it. This is not that positive time. This is a time of caution. Falling of kingdom means also lot of stock share markets will crash. So if you are in a good profit, get out of it right now. If the 50% tariff on India comes, do you think the stock market will do very good there? Never ever. So very carefully exit if you are in profit right now before this grahana happens. Also remember, this is also the house of joint assets. Joint assets means those who have partnership business and those who are doing. In that, if you are cheating, everything will come on surface. So don't cheat. In fact, it is time to take, you know what you say, full responsibility of this is what I have done and I want to say sorry for it. This is what Ketu is. Ketu says no problem if you've done any mistake. It's okay. Accept it. So that your soul becomes less heavy. Otherwise, your soul starts accumulating everything. And then finally, you have to again take a rebirth to come and, release that one, two, three. Okay, I'm Praishchit. Praishchit means suffering. Now, many people here, because the 8th house lord is coming to the 8th house, will use or will take the help of occult, mysticism, something that has to do with astrology, numerology, vastu, to change their fate, to change their destiny pattern, which is okay, not a problem. But bigger than that is your ethical approach. If you are in an ethical side, then everything is very good. If you're not in an ethical side, then you do any astrology, any numerology, any remedy, it's not going to work for you. You say, I will kill someone, tomorrow is my court case, and I want to go to Ma Baglamukhi, do a prayer so that I get out of it. This is stupid. This is stupid thinking only. Ma Baglamukhi will say, oh, you come here to ask forgiveness for a problem which you deliberately did. Come, I will make sure that you go to jail. That is how it happens. So be very extremely careful. Try to keep your heart more pious. Fear can happen, near death experience can happen. Very careful when you're driving, when you're taking any kind of flights, anything. Careful. And especially on your health. Those 8th house is also the house of drinking, like addictions. Those who are addicted may also get into long-term challenges, chronic diseases, which will not be solvable. And this is the time to, what is happening? Ketu is hidden, sun is coming there. There is putting light on hidden things. And what light on hidden things? On our hidden things in your body also can come on surface. So be very careful. All the best in the beginning. There is a story. Watch that because that will give you more idea about this period. And do subscribe. And there is a WhatsApp in the description. If you want to see your personal chart and see how these planets affect you, we can talk about it. Aquarius ascendant, Aquarius rising. Now here when we see Aquarius, the 7th house is where Ketu and Sun is coming. Sun is already, Ketu is already here. Sun is going to be entering into its own sign. And now coming to the own house becomes a very big shrap or very big challenge for Sun himself. If you go in the beginning of the video, I have talked about a story, beautiful story about how Sun and Ketu, when they conjunct, when Ketu comes to the Darbar of Sun, that means come to the kingdom of Sun, and this is where it is right now after 18 years. Go exactly 18 years before to this day and see that, oh my God, what happened that time. If happened good, then you are in lucky. If happened something challenging, then depending on your Mahadasha Antardasha, it can become more challenging during this time. 7th house is an important house when it comes to spouse, partnerships, marriage, pleasure, union, contracts, business partnerships, public race, so many things, man. Now, Sun is the government and Ketu is the soldier. So remember, both the people, even government, even semi-government, anyone who you are taking any, or anyone you have tried to cheat, may come to surface. Suddenly come to surface that, okay, you know what? Suddenly a notice has come that, oh my God, this has happened in your business. You have done some unethical activity. Come to the court or XYZ. Some notice will come. That can be possible. If you're trying to manipulate your partner, trying to be in hidden relationships, trying to be manipulative with your partners, either your spouse, either your business partner, things will come on surface. You will have to face the wraith. Nothing goes unseen. It's said, not thousand eye. Varuna Dev is looking from thousand eyes. Every second at what, who, how, every angle, what everyone is doing. God is looking with thousand illuminated eyes. That okay, what we are doing, from where we are doing. Maybe that God can be Allah for you, or Jesus for you, or Ram for you, or Nanak for you. But everyone is looking with thousand eyes. That is universe's law. To see that okay, what this person is doing from each angle and give a result accordingly. Because we can cheat everyone, we cannot cheat the universe. We cannot cheat our subconscious mind. That is what goes with us in the next life. Here, if you are cheating any kind of business partners and your spouse, your partners, out of marriage relationship, everything will come on surface during this time. Those who are signing big contracts, government contracts, may get some obstacles. Now, there are two extremes about this. Those who are spiritually very nice, those who are very ethical, very spiritually good, very powerful, never done anything wrong, or consciously never done anything wrong, because we are humans. Our nature is to do something wrongs, some kind of mistakes, but consciously we have not done anything wrong. We will see that how positive this influence will be. That will be the best time of your life, this Ketu and Sun conjunction. But even little bit of unethical behavior might create some challenges, especially, sorry to use the word, but those who are going through divorces, those who are going through separation, those who are going through company dissolution, everything will become a very, very big challenge for you during this period. And if you're going through Sun Mahadasha or Ketu Mahadasha or Antardasha, both of them, even Moon, health wise, also we have to be absolutely careful, because the seventh house Lord, seventh house of health, especially the health of spouse, especially the your own health, because this is a Maraka sign for you. You will see lot of problems here related to those areas. But if you are doing good, if you are spiritually very active, if you are ethical, then there is no, then you skip the video, then you have nothing to worry about. Those who have to worry about is when they have done something wrong and they know that okay, something is wrong, and we need to take prayashchit. Prayashchit means we need to now suffer to this. So overall, if you see, importantly, business partnerships are getting affected, your personal partnerships are getting affected or affected in your own way. Either good things will come into effect, or either bad things will make you affect. So let's hope for the best. And a lot of remedies are required. Ketu, fall in the feet of Lord Ganesha. Surya Aditya Hriday Stotram, make it powerful. Moon, Chandra. The best remedy for this time is Lord Shiva, worshipping Lord Shiva, because Moon is also going into complete darkness. The sixth house Lord, that means, is also coming. So enemies will be more powerful during this time for you. Enemies will be able to take over. Those people who you have troubled in the past may come as a night, they come as a nightmare for you. That okay, oh my God. I will explain one, Rohitji, one, sorry, whenever Aquarius comes, there is one story comes. I was working in Star Plus, Star Networks, the TV channel. Very, very long. 2007, I was working. There was a guy, I cannot take the name because a lot of people watch, but there was a guy who was always giving me trouble, Rohitji. Trouble means I was a very junior guy during that time. He was always giving me, making fun of me because I was not good at English, and I was in Channel V. Channel V, very famous, everyone knows it. He was making a lot of fun of me, and he's stupid and all. Cut to 2016. This is 2007 when he was giving me trouble. 2016. I was in a very big organization as a head of a network, and very big position I had. 43, 44 people were reporting to me. So very powerful position. Suddenly this guy, same guy who gave me trouble, came for an interview, and I was the person who was taking his interview. Now just imagine he saw me and he completely turned, you know, red. That, oh my god, what the hell happened? And at that point of time, he worked with me after that. He told me that I never expected that I will come on an interview because I'm in such a bad state right now. I don't have a job. But life is like this. Only you are the place where you are is booming right now, and I want to come here. I've given you a lot of trouble in the past, but now my fate is in your hands. I said that is all okay on merit. I am not the boss here. There is more superior boss than me who will take your interview. I will talk on merit. I know that his work was very good, Rohit. His nature was not good. His work was. He got the job. He worked. He transformed himself. That is exactly what Ketu does. It takes you to a place, to the reset point that, okay, come here again. Now I will show you the the people who you treated bad. Now I will bring you in front of that people only. That is exactly what Ketu does. So all the best. I will try and put this video in front of him because he's still in contact. But yeah, sometimes you have to take ethics over personal grudges. Remember this. Personal grudges can be anything. Ethics is very important. I learned this from my latest employer also. Like very 2 years ago, I was working somewhere. Like one person was always creating problem. But his work was very good. So the company stood for him for the work and said, okay, we can ignore all the stupidity that he does, but the work is very good. So always remember, if those who are in powerful position, please work on ethics more than personal relationships. Thank you. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and those who are watching the video for the first time, to subscribe. Thank you, guys. Pisces ascendant. Now, here, if you see, the sixth house is where the combination is happening. And sixth house is not a very simple house. It is the house of enemies. It is the house of debts, diseases, service, competition, wounds, material relatives, discipline, lower abdomen, legal issues. So many things, man. Everyday work life, maternal uncle, aunt, servants, co workers, competitors. Now, those people who have done any unethical activities in these areas, to their servants, to their subordinates, to their workplace people, those who are in power have shown their power, this, that. Now, this is the time that Sun and Ketu will show the power to you. In the beginning of the video, I've done a story, the story of how Sun, Ketu enters into the Sun's kingdom and makes him bow down to Ketu. Because, see, we have to remember the nature of Ketu is to put eclipse. Even the nature of Rahu is to put eclipse. Rahu is extreme when it comes to material gains, but Ketu is extreme when it comes to spiritual. Rahu can remove spirituality from your mind, from your soul, from your heart to only get blind in materialism. And Ketu can remove materialism so that you can become blind in spirituality. This is the how opposites work. And when Sun, the king, comes here, especially in the sixth house, enemies become more powerful. If your enemies are, or if you have made enemies based on unethical practice, like that, okay, I want to, he told me this, now I will now show him my power. On the power basis, if you have made other people enemy, then you will start suffering during this time. Those who are smoking, especially doing any smoke, because Parashara says Ketu is akin to Rahu, and it describes Rahu as smoky figure residing in the forest, horrible, very dangerous, very extremely intelligent, very powerful to manipulate. Same way, Ketu on the opposite side, smoky, wandering in forest, not that intelligent, headless planets, but does not think from brain, feels from the heart. That is what exactly it means. Here, Ketu will feel from the heart. And this is the time that those who are in legal troubles, things may become more fiery here. Those who are facing politics in everyday workplace, they will find relief, because those people who are creating this, they will also have Sun and Ketu in such place, and they will get their lessons. So you are very happy here. In many cases, we have to be careful about the health of maternal uncles and aunts, your servants, those who are working for you. If you are unethical towards them, if you are rude towards them, then God will show you what power really means. And that power will come in the area related to your sixth house, your health, your subconscious mind, because it is looking at the 12th house. Losses, expenses. This is also the house of competition. Those who are not cheating in any of the competition during this whole conjunction, 17th of August till 21st of September, because 21st 23rd September, 21st or 23rd, 21st, I guess there is a partial solar eclipse also, but 7th of September there is a complete solar eclipse. During that time also you will see complete lunar eclipse. During the 7th of September, you will see that if competitions etc you are doing ethically, learning very, working very hard and doing it, you will be top. But if you're doing any cheating, everything will come on surface and it will be like, okay, here. Those who have taken loans, those who have taken debts by cheating, they may also get caught. Those who have manipulated workers, those who have manipulated wages, they will come into radar and they will get caught. So you should be happy. If anyone has done wrong to you, you will see. This is the house of discipline. Those who are in discipline, those who are very ethical, those who are doing everything very powerful, those who are very kind to their, servants, colleagues, everyone, you will see such positive time for you that it will be unbeatable. All your problems will get solved here. Those who are applying for loan should not do it, because Ketu is not that kind of a planet. So it should avoid any kind of debt taking, accumulating debt during this time, because that can be continuing for a long time then. That is required. But overall, it is a period of caution, especially in the health area. Accidents, wounds, getting some kind of cuts, burns. Very careful, ladies and sisters and everyone. When you're putting the cooker in and all, please make sure anything that has pressure in it is ruled by Ketu. Anything that has pressure, cooker especially, the rubber, everything, just be very careful before putting it on the gas, because some kind of bad incidents, wounds, burns can happen here. Okay, all the best, guys. Have a great, I know not a great time, but have a very careful, cautious time. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. In the beginning of the video, I have done a very, very wonderful story about, Rohitji, the Ketu and Sun. Do watch that, because that will give you clear idea of how this transit is going to work for you. Thank you, Rohitji, for your service, for your um, patience also. Thank you, Rohitji.
Thank you, Akashji. Really not very easy conjunction this is, because from numeric point of view also 17th to 17th, one is Sun, 7 is Ketu. So in numbers also they are conjuncting, and we hope that you become more spiritual. But still you think you are in the Ketu Mahadasha or Sun Mahadasha and you are feeling some problems or some issues, you can always welcome for the guidance from Akashji. Number on the screen, link in description box. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akashji. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Malakshmi.